Welcome back in Fox 13 News. Now, the governor and top health leaders in our state say it is safe enough to take masks off beginning March 12th, but the mask debate is long from done. Now, some school districts say they are not ready to lose masks. Fox 13's Hannah Kim is here to break down what could be yet another controversial issue.
So, Matt, even with the state giving that deadline of March 12th to lift that indoor mask mandate, you have Seattle Public Schools, at least for now, saying that they're going to continue with masks at schools until further notice. Now, some parents agree with this. Others say, well, they just doesn't make sense.
It's time to see our kids' smiles again.
Before we get into why or why not, let's make one thing clear. Dave Smith says he is not an anti-masker.
We believe in science, and we're vaccinated. 4 kids that have been in the Seattle Public School.
Smith says if Seattle Public Schools continues to mandate masking beyond what state health leaders are requiring, then he believes it will be unreasonable.
We have to live with COVID. It's not going to be eradicated.
We'll be free of a mask mandate.
With Inslee's announcement that indoor masks can come off at most places, including schools, districts like Lake Washington, Everett, Bethel so far saying masks will become optional and no longer mandatory. Meanwhile, districts like Tacoma Public Schools and Shoreline have yet to make an exact announcement one way or another. But when it comes to Seattle, the teachers union saying in part, our students and educators have been wearing masks in schools for over a year now, and it has become routine and accepted. In fact, masks contribute to feelings of safety and normalcy that schools provide our students. The union also added that to them, it's also about protecting the immunocompromised and other vulnerable people in the community. When you look at social media comments from Seattle parents, some agree with this stance. But Smith says he believes the majority of parents feel differently.
I think it's actually now a very small fraction of people that actually agree with the Seattle School District. A lot of parents have been disappointed.
Smith says at McClure Middle School, masking is also taken to the extreme during lunch.
One of the most extreme things with the school behind me, in which I have a student, is that the rules are at lunchtime, the kids wear their masks all day long. At lunchtime, they have assigned seating, limited ability to use the restroom, inability just to even get up during lunch to use the garbage can. But the real alarming thing is that they're still putting their mask on and off in between bites, and they're policed in this behavior.
Seattle Public Schools telling Fox 13 there is nothing unique to what McClure Middle School is doing, and that if any family member is concerned about a policy, that they should reach out to school leadership. Well, SPS needs to bargain with the teachers union and come to a consensus on the mask issue. Meanwhile, we are expecting to hear from more districts on their exact stance on masks next week, because that's when the state health department will officially update their guidance. But again, it is expected to be in line with Governor Inslee, what he's already said, which is indoor masking will no longer be necessary in most places come March 12th. In Seattle, Hannah Kim, Fox 13 News.